What we feed our children first thing in the morning has a direct and powerful impact on three things: their gut health, their immune system, and their brain. And I want to talk about all three today because I think this is one of the most important and most overlooked parts of raising healthy kids. Here's what most people don't realize: around 70% of our immune system lives in our gut. 70%. So, when we talk about building immunity, about keeping our kids well, and reducing how often they get sick, we have to start with the gut. And gut health starts with what we feed it every single morning. And then there's the gut brain connection, something you may not be aware of. The gut and the brain are in constant communication with each other. And the gut produces the majority of serotonin, which is the feel good hormone. So when your child is eating processed, sugary, inflammatory foods first thing in the morning, it's going to affect their mood, their behavior, and their ability to sit still and concentrate at school or at kindy. Now, I also know a lot of us are dealing with fussy eaters, and trying to get a fussy toddler or a strong-willed 7-year-old to eat something new at 7 o'clock in the morning is a lot. So everything I'm sharing today is not only anti-inflammatory and gut-friendly, it's been tested on real kids, including mine, and these are the ones that actually work. I'll give you 8 breakfast ideas, real food, nourishing, delicious, and fussy eater approved. If this video resonates with you, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Now, to be honest with you, when I walk down that cereal aisle at the supermarket, I just cringe every time. These companies are still trying to convince us that the best way to start our child's day is with a bowl full of sugar, artificial colours, and preservatives. They try to make it sound wholesome with, fortified vitamins and minerals, or part of a healthy breakfast. But you flip that box around and read the ingredients list, and what you'll find is sugar as one of the first ingredients, numbers that you can't pronounce, and a fiber content so low that it won't even keep your child full before they've left the house in the morning. But the good news is that a truly nourishing breakfast does not have to be complicated, expensive, or time-consuming. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. First up, eggs. Now, I know we're not breaking any food boundaries here, but I want to start with eggs because they're quite simply one of the most powerful and anti-inflammatory, gut-supportive breakfast foods you can give your child. They've got protein, healthy fats, choline for healthy brain development, vitamin D, B12. It's all there in one incredible little package. You can just serve them up however your kids will eat them. Scrambled eggs is a good one. Try and sprinkle a little bit of turmeric in there and a crack of black pepper, and that's really going to up the anti-inflammatory qualities. A good tip for fussy eaters is soft-boiled eggs. Now, toast up some sourdough, cut it into soldiers, and let them dip them into the gooey yolk in the middle. My kids have loved doing this since they were 1 year old. Another one for fussy eaters is French toast. So skip all the sugar, just get, again, a really good quality whole grain bread or sourdough and soak it in some beaten up eggs with a dash of milk till it's nice and soft. Fry it in a low to medium heat pan with some butter or ghee. This gives it a nice extra nutty flavor. And then when it's done, then you can sprinkle a bit of cinnamon on top, a drizzle of maple syrup. That's where you get the sweetness from. And then I love to throw some berries on top. French toast always goes down a treat in our house, and I'm sure you'll have the same success too. Number 2 is for those really busy mornings, so you can prep overnight oats the night before in any kind of flavors you like, and then in the morning everything's done. They are so easy and quick to mix up, and just add in whatever fruits or nuts that your kid likes. So the base is some rolled oats, milk of your choice, some chia seeds, a drizzle of honey. Mix it all up, and then you can add your toppings in the morning. So to make this really anti-inflammatory, let's put some blueberries and raspberries on top. They're antioxidant powerhouses, and they can directly reduce inflammation in the body and support your child's brain health. I like to stir a spoonful of nut butter on top. This is going to boost the protein and the healthy fats and keep their blood sugar stable all morning. And stable blood sugar means no mid-morning energy crash. Now for the fussy eaters, you let them choose their toppings, or lay them out in the morning and let them choose. When they have ownership over the food, they're much more likely to eat it. So you've got the rolled oats, they're great prebiotic, and they feed the good bacteria in your child's gut. Chia seeds has the omega-3 fatty acids, which are also powerful anti-inflammatories, and together with the berries, they're doing incredible work for your kids' gut health and reducing any inflammation. Okay, this one is a favorite in our house when the weather is getting warmer. It's a smoothie bowl. Now, I have to be honest with you, this is one of the greatest parenting hacks of all time. Just like a smoothie, you can hide so much goodness in one bowl, and, stuff your child would never in a million years eat off a plate. We're going to pop in a frozen banana, frozen organic berries, a big handful of baby spinach or cauliflower or zucchini. The sky's the limit here, whatever veg you want to throw into it. A tablespoon of nuts or seeds, think chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. Your options are endless. And then we're going to pop in some yogurt, or preferably kefir, a little bit of raw honey, and blend it up till it's nice and smooth and creamy. Now, here's where you can really supercharge it. You can add in half a teaspoon of liver powder. You can put a scoop of collagen powder in, even a teaspoon of bone broth concentrate. They cannot taste any of it. The fruit and the honey will mask any of that flavor, and what you're delivering to your child's gut first thing in the morning is a true nourishing boost. I like to call it our superhero smoothie bowl, but you can name it something exciting or something that'll get your kid excited, like a pink power bowl, the incredible Hulk bowl, whatever your child will respond to. Serve it with a bit of crunch on top, like homemade granola. I can link my recipe down below, or some extra fruit or nuts on top. Presentation is everything with the kids, and this one looks as good as it tastes. Sometimes the simplest things are the most nourishing, and this is one of them. A good quality slice of sourdough, a generous spread of nut butter, and some sliced banana on top, or berry chia jam, and that's it. Nut butter is great. It has protein, healthy fats, vitamin E, and magnesium all in one spoonful. Let's skip the sugar-loaded jams and chocolate spreads. The nut butter will help keep your kid full and focused. You can cut the toast into little fingers for toddlers. You can even use cookie cutters to make cute shapes to make it more exciting. Something small will change how they engage with their food. Now, sourdough is a great whole food swap to make for your family. The slow fermentation process breaks down the gluten, making it easier to digest and far less inflammatory than that over processed white loaf bread. and it's actually a prebiotic, so it means it's feeding the good bacteria in your child's gut. Now, this is important. Not all sourdoughs are sourdough. A lot of the supermarket loaves will label a loaf as sourdough, but it's still got yeast and preservatives and sugar, and they might even add in vinegar to try and get that sour taste. You know, they make it quickly. It's actually not fermented at all. But the real sourdough on the ingredients list should just have flour, salt, and water, and that's it. So flip that loaf of bread over and read the label. If you see numbers and thickeners and sugar and preservatives, put it back. Your best bet's always like a local bakery who's making genuine long fermented sourdough, or if you're feeling adventurous, you can try making your own. It's actually really easy once you get the hang of it. Now, chia pudding is another brilliant make-ahead breakfast. 2 minutes of prep the night before and everything's done in the morning. You just take your chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds to a cup of liquid. I usually use milk, a drizzle of honey or maple syrup, and stir it up really well. Chia seeds absorb the liquid and make a beautiful creamy pudding. And in the morning, you're going to top it with, again, any fruit your child likes. Mangoes, berries, bananas, the sky's the limit on this one. Now, chia seeds are a hero ingredient, and I talk about them all the time because their nutrition profile is great. They're packed with omega-3s, fatty acids, fiber, calcium, magnesium, and plant-based protein. For a tiny little seed, they can do enormously great things for your child's gut health. In the morning, to make it more fun, you can layer the chia pudding with those slices of fruit, and the kids eat with their eyes first. So something that looks beautiful is always going to be more appealing to them. Banana muffins. I like to cook these up on a Sunday, and then breakfast is sorted for the entire week. I cannot overstate how much this one little habit will absolutely change your mornings. It's got bananas, eggs, oats, coconut oil, honey, cinnamon, grated zucchini, blueberries. You know, the add-ins are endless here. Cinnamon is something I love to add to almost everything I bake. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory spice, helps to regulate blood sugar, which is important for keeping those moods stable. There is nothing more satisfying than watching your kids, gobble down a muffin that is full of only good stuff. This recipe is honestly so quick and easy to whip up, and I'm sure it will go down a treat with your kids too. Okay, this yogurt granola parfait is a new addition to our breakfast rotation. It looks so beautiful that the kids think they're eating dessert for breakfast. So you're going to layer a good quality Greek yogurt, some homemade chia berry jam, and then homemade granola. Layer it up in a jar and you can see all the gorgeous colors. I will link my recipes for the chia jam and the granola for you. Now, to make mornings even easier for me, I like to just put the ingredients out and my kids will layer that parfait in their jar themselves. They love to do it and usually means they'll eat more. We've got the Greek yogurt full of probiotics and beneficial bacteria to help the gut microbiome. I like to ramp up the probiotics by mixing some kefir in with the plain yogurt too. You can always do a little drizzle of honey if your child finds it a bit too sour, but paired with the probiotic fibers of the oats and the granola and chia seeds, this parfait is actively building your child's gut health with every spoonful. This has been a go-to brekkie for my baby or for my kids since they were babies. It's the ultimate nourishing porridge. You're going to take your organic oats, mix it, cook it on over the stove with your milk or water, whatever you prefer, but we're going to add a teaspoon of bone broth concentrate. It just makes it a little bit salty, but all the other flavors mask it really well. Stir through a little bit of coconut oil, some flax meal for fiber, definitely cinnamon, and a bit of honey. Now to top it off, I love to do stewed apple or pear. You can do berries, of course, or any other fruit. A generous spoonful of nut butter, or some nuts if you like. Now I know bone broth in porridge, you're probably thinking, what the heck? But it's going to add a really good hit of vitamins and minerals. It's got gelatin in there for gut health. And you know, if your child already loves porridge, why not try it out? Now let's elevate it even more and stir an egg through at the end. Once the porridge is cooked, you can remove it from the heat and whisk in really quickly a whole egg or just the yolk if you prefer. The residual heat cooks it through well, and it blends in to make a beautiful custard-like texture, and your kids will never know it's in there, even the egg haters. If you're not sold on the egg idea, you can just try mixing in a tablespoon of collagen instead. So for the fussy eaters, let's make a cute little smiley face with our toppings. So some banana eyes, a blueberry mouth, and a peanut butter nose. It sounds simple, but it works every single time, I promise. So there you have it, 8 of my anti-inflammatory, gut-nourishing breakfasts your fussy eaters will eat and love. So I want to leave you with this. The research on our gut microbiome and how it's intrinsically linked to our overall health is growing every single day. The foundation of a healthy child is a healthy gut. Their immunity, mood, behavior, ability to concentrate and learn. It all starts with what we put on their plate. You don't have to try all 8 of these at once, 8 days in a row. Just cook the muffins today and see how they go down. Let's keep taking small steps to gain back control over our family's health. You're not just feeding your child breakfast, you are building their health from the inside out. And that's one of the most powerful things a mum can do. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like and share it with a mum who needs it, because this is the kind of information every parent deserves to know. And if you haven't already, subscribe for new recipes and whole food tips every week. I'll see you in the next one.